Yo, nature is killing it! Which, because we've seen the teasers and we're really super excited to watch this. And hi, my name is Umu, I'm a French hornist, and I am ReacttotheK's channel creator.
I'm Sean, I'm a composer, and I'm ReacttotheK's channel arranger.
And so, yeah, we're reacting to Oopsie My Bad. I'm just so incredibly excited.
Yeah.
I already said that. Should we just go in?
Yes.
Someone told me that this is polarizing.
Okay.
And
the teasers certainly sounded really good. I didn't have a question from those that whether this was going to be good, but
like also like we tend to like polarizing stuff.
sometimes.
Like, or at least I do. Like Dala Dala, we both love Zimzalabim. It's just our taste to like music that not everyone likes. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oopsie, my bad. Ew. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, and this is Nature plus another member. They added another person.
Oh, okay.
From Deuce 101.
That was okay. I knew this was the sort of different sound was coming, but I wasn't expecting such a abrupt switch.
Oh yeah.
This is interesting because like the mannerisms are still very much like the sort of general cutesy concept, but
It's in major.
Yeah.
And we still get that half step in the bass. It's just a really strange vibe because we have such dark sounds and instrumentals and such light major vocal parts. And cheerful shouting. Yeah, I like the chromatic ascending.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up and down, depending on time.
It's cool. It chromatically descends down and then it goes back up. And then it's major.
Yep, there's third vacillating back to major.
I believe they changed the sound of the bass in this section. Oh, that was cool. They didn't have like the snare transition, but they had the like side rim percussion sound. Da 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 da. And now we're back in. Hey!
I like the delay in bringing the kick back in. Like the synth comes in for the chorus, but not the kick right away.
And there's the singing just seeps in like that. But we're gonna go for the bridge. Not yet. Post-chorus first. That's cool. Nice.
Nice. Good voices.
And we're in. Yeah. Oh! That was a quick ending.
Yeah, it's just sort of no out. Well, I guess this is the outro, but I assume that won't be in
the lightning is not.
Yeah, that's not in the track proper. That's just for the video. But yeah, it just went. End of chorus was end of song. I thought it was really good. I'm intrigued. I started to say this during the video and then kind of postponed it, but a lot of the video still feels very, very nature. Like, I mean, sometimes even like having plants in the background, but on brand for the name. And also this sort of somewhat cute style, but then flipping into more of a sort of modern girl crush aesthetic, sometimes visually, but consistently throughout the song musically. Like I think especially with there being a bit of shouting, made me think of some of Ichi's stuff. Like I feel like if Ichi had come out with this, I wouldn't have been shocked. Yeah. Like this could have been a song that they could plausibly have done. I
mean, Red Velvet too. They've done the cheerleading, let's power up,
Yeah, they don't. I feel like they don't generally do quite that much of it.
They do it a lot.
They do it a little more than like Rookie, a super Rookie.
It's like ever since Rookie era, they did a lot. But I don't necessarily see it as a specific group sound. I see that as a girl group. Not necessarily trope, but like a theme that is appearing in a lot of girl group songs is that someone called it cheerleading. Okay. Like, because it isn't rap, nor is it like, yeah, like yelling, but it's, it's like, yeah, let's go. It's like upbeat. You can see it as cute, high-pitched cheerleading. I like to call it cheerleading.
Yeah, like the beginning of FX Toy, I think, is a sort of similar style.
And also Pretty Girl. Pretty Girl, hello.
Yep.
That type of stuff. Yeah, if it is true, if this song is polarizing, I can see why. I think it is because of the combination of the chromatic bass line that really emphasizes the Phrygian 2. So there's like a flat 2, and then there's 1 in the da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Creates like an edgy and what we see as a badass type of vibe. And so to have da-da-da-da-da-da-da, like over that, like it's very confusing at first, but also it just really creates this really cool experience at the same time. But I have to admit, throughout the entire thing, I was like, I'm not sure if I can quite get behind this vibe because of the constant 2 clashing modes. Or moods.
It also could be modes if you consider that the second is switching between an Aeolian major second and a Phrygian minor second.
Right, and then also the major over the Phrygian bass line, it just could be Phrygian dominant.
There are also major seconds and minor thirds, though, because there's the da-da-da-da-da, like...
Oh, so then it's just like a chromatic line, it might not necessarily be Phrygian.
Right, sometimes it's... Sometimes.
So then could we just say then just major modal mixture in a minor song?
But also Phrygian seconds, which aren't in major or...
But we could call that a chromatic line.
Yes. Yeah, there's a chromatic line, and the third is also switching between major and minor. Like, this would fall under a song... I would say this about some other songs, but I don't think it really has a clear home mode. Like, I wouldn't say that this is in Phrygian or in Aeolian or in major, with some exceptions. I think it's just fluid in what scale degrees can be. We'd heard some of this bass line in the previews. Like, SM early 10s had a bit of these sort of chromatic bass line, chromatic melodic lines around, like between the tonic and the minor third, like da 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 in kick, or na 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 in Electric Shock, or da 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 in Lucifer.
Oh. Okay, sorry. And then as for the form and the changing styles, I feel like because they knew this is such an interesting vibe, they didn't really change it. We kept, even for the bridge, we went back to the verse vibe with the snare drum, with the similar bass sound, but just with a totally different melodic line. And so that kind of made me wish that the post-chorus changed every time it repeated, because the chorus and post-chorus were the exact same every single time, except maybe the second time they had that like percussion delay, second and third time, going into the chorus. But I kind of wish there was a tiny bit more variation in that last style, because I knew what was coming, and then it happened. I was like, oh, this is already such like a quirky, unique vibe. I just want to like one step further and like have more things happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it is quirky enough that they can afford to do it, but it would have been, I agree, even better if they'd figured out some way to take it a little bit further.
But otherwise, yeah, that was super fun. I know like a lot of people were like, it's so good, when are you gonna react to it? So we finally got to it. Thanks for waiting, and thanks for watching. Bye.
Oh, I just thought of
Yes.
something I wanted to say. I'm sorry. This could go. I thought of one more thing. I feel like maybe nature has a theme now of having either their voices transposed or using other voices. I don't know whether it's their voices transposed or other voices that they're lip syncing to. Because
the pitch down or pitch up.
Yeah, like the You'll Be Mine also had them either, again, I don't know whether they like had men sing it and then or
Oh, So About Love.
Yeah, and then they just lip synced to it in the video, or whether they did and then they just pitched it down but kept the performance pretty much the same, so it didn't get that word that you normally get if you.
Yeah, it sounded like a male voice, but still with like a patch over. It was edited.
Yeah, and now that there's quite a bit of that, again, that's like they're still singing along to it. It's not like that papa, where like that's at no point are Red Velvet singing along, lip syncing along with that line.
Yes.
Here, like, it's still matched to what they're doing visually, and again, I don't know whether they recorded them doing it and then just messed with it in the studio, or whether that is actually someone else doing those and it's just sort of still being visually associated with what their faces are doing. But
that sentence sounds so funny.
But yeah, I'm wondering if that's, I mean, obviously Nature don't have all that many title tracks yet, but that appearing in 2 of them and not, I feel like, in all that many groups is making me wonder whether that's going to be a stylistic element for them.
Who knows? Okay, bye!